field. First of all, let's welcome Dr. Paul. Thank you for coming to Greenberg News and coming on.
My pleasure. Great to be here.
Thank you. Likewise. And I got to start off with, a chiropractor, conjures up many different perceptions. So who should be going to a chiropractor these days?
Basically, anyone that's into natural health care, that isn't into drugs or surgery, anyone that has anything from a lower back problem, neck problem, headaches, numbness continuing down the arms or legs, overall general aches and pains, and, pretty much that's who would go to a chiropractor.
So this is, because I remember years ago when I was a kid, and this is my first exposure to a chiropractor, and the fellow was, he was looking for more, what was natural in health, but he was getting into all the types of natural remedies. Is that all part of the process of being a chiropractor, that it's just looking for, is it alternative rather than just going to a doctor and getting some medicine kind of thing?
I guess, it's instead of alternative health care, some chiropractors like to say it's an alternative to medicine. Some chiropractors, they have, herbs and supplements in their office. Some of them don't. Some will align the spine, with the intention of, aligning the entire spine and overall health conditions of the body, because the nervous system, if you want to get into biology, the spinal cord, controls and coordinates all functions of the body. And so, if the brain and spinal cord are aligned properly, then it can really help with overall function, and you can have an optimal performance and have peak performance. But, yes, there are a wide range of chiropractors. Some work a lot with exercise, some work alongside other types of doctors, some, work by themselves. So, the different types of doctors do different things.
So it's all kind of interpretive. But how long has the profession been around?
It's actually been around the same time as medicine, 1898. It's been around since then. So it's been around a pretty long time. People think, wow, it's new age. It's this new thing, this chiropractic, but it's been around a very, very long, very, very long time. Around with the same time when osteopathic medicine and allopathic medicine, they were born around the same time, around the turn of the century. And, that's how long chiropractic's been. We've kind of had an uphill battle. A lot of chiropractors have gone to jail for the profession, and we've now fought for it to have licensure in all 50 states and everything. So.
Well, now, thinking about it, because my perception has always been, that you have a bad back, or you're injured your back, or do something lifting, or you have some circulation issues, that seems to be the optimal time to visit a chiropractor.
Yeah, definitely. A lot of patients I see in my office are ones, they hurt themselves gardening or shoveling snow, or, this time of year, moving furniture around for the holidays, getting their, Christmas lights up, doing different things, going in the attic, doing different things, just lifting, bending, even activities at work, lifting up boxes or moving papers around. That's when people usually come into my office. We see them. Even people who have been in car accidents, we see them as well. So it's a wide range of activities that can put someone in a chiropractor's office, and that's who we see in an office right here in Center City.
Well, I tell you, just what brings to mind is hopefully we don't have a rerun of last winter, but I think shoveling snow has to be one of the worst activities one can do.
Oh, yeah, no, it's really bad. You're lifting, and then you're also rotating. And so when you do the rotation, that really puts your discs, that puts the vertebrae in a very strained position. So when you do that, you're definitely putting a lot of weight on the lower back and the discs and the vertebrae, and your potential, to misalign the spine, misalign a vertebrae, herniated disc can definitely be improved. So yeah, with all the snow we had last winter, you definitely don't want to, recreate that. We definitely want to have a winter with that light snow.
No one over over the age of 21 or 30 should be shoveling snow. Is that the?
Right, exactly. You shouldn't be shoveling any snow. Have your kids do it.
Yeah, good luck. Well, as soon as you find them, then I'm off there. But fortunately, actually, I have a client of mine who worked at a range. But yeah, even though I exercise, I came to a revelation years ago that can't be a good thing when you're putting all that weight and you're bent over. Look like you've had a problem as a result. But I just don't think it's. People think like you're getting a workout. This isn't a workout at all, is it?
Yeah, no, definitely not with the snow. You're lifting. You don't know what you're lifting each time. There could be, ice hitting down there. You don't know what you're shoveling. A lot of times it varies. It weights different, different times. Every time you shovel, it's different. Every time you go down to lift the snow, it's different. So you are bending forward, and then you are turning, and that's just a really, really bad position for the back. Just like if you were turning with like sports, doing golf or tennis, the rotation is really sometimes what brings
care?
The short-term benefits are just, feeling good, reducing your pain, decreased inflammation, reducing muscle spasm and edema. Long-term is, your overall health is a lot better. You're moving a lot better. You're able to accomplish more, get a better workout, enjoy a higher quality of life, and do more activities, enjoy time with your family, and, enjoy, more quality of life aspect like that.
Now, is it something, how frequently should one, I guess it depends on what you're going to see the chiropractor for, what's typically the course of treatment over a period? Is it ongoing, or is it just intermittent, or how often should one be utilizing chiropractic care?
For some people, they come in once, they just want to get, a quick adjustment, and that's it. There are others, they do come in, for duration of, an injury, and there are others that come here for peak performance. They come here for, to make sure they want like a better running time in a marathon, or they want, better basketball play. So those people do come in regularly, all the time, just for tune-ups, they can tune up your body. But there are people that do come for an injury, and there are people that come in, just once or twice. So it does vary, depends on what your needs are, depends on what your goals are.
So, the important thing is consistency. Oh, anyway, I wanted to ask you, and here, explain what exactly an adjustment does and why it's needed.
It's important because, your body needs to be aligned. Your spine, your spinal column, your neck, your low back, your mid back. We have these vertebrae, not to get too technical here, but they do misalign. That's why you might have pinching, or you ever hear someone having a pinched nerve or a slipped disc. All these things, they go out of alignment. What we do is try and put the body, back into shape that way. So if you do have numbness or tingling going down the legs or going down the arms, that's one symptom, but sometimes you won't even feel the symptoms of what's going on in your body. So we have to align the spine, properly to make sure, that it's functioning properly. So if you have proper structure, you'll have proper function with the body, and it gives the body this best chance of recuperating, of functioning properly, and giving him, best chance of exercising properly, and also having peak performance with your sports or whatever you want to do with your life.
And how often should one get an adjustment?
Basically, we don't necessarily see how many times you need to get an adjustment, check your spine. So we would recommend, monthly checkups just to see if the body is aligned properly. And then we'll check your range of motion. We'll check your, we'll palpate the spine, which means we'll feel the spine, check the integrity of the joints to see if it needs an adjustment. Because everyone is different. If you're doing, really, rough athletics, or you're running marathons, you might need it more than someone who's just, sitting at their desk all day long who still needs it, but you're not doing that intense, workout. If you're playing football, obviously you might need it before or after a game. But if you're sitting at your desk all day long, which we see a lot of those people in the office, in Center City here, a lot of coworkers and office workers, that's when they need it.
So it's interesting. So an athlete would get an adjustment almost, like I guess a football player must get it every week. Then is what you're saying, or
even before the game, or even sometimes daily. I mean, a lot of times, you might sometimes see it even during the game. Sometimes they'll be pulled aside and they'll get an adjustment right during the game.
Wow, I never even noticed that.
Yeah.
So what is the state of the profession these days of the chiropractic profession?
The profession is doing great. It's definitely expanded. It's even more accepted than it has ever been. People realize, the cost of chiropractic visit is a lot, less expensive than, surgery or ongoing pain pills. You can't get addicted, like to the pain pills and everything like that. So it's definitely real beneficial. It's growing, and it's all over there are more and more people getting adjusted every year, and it's growing, worldwide. It's definitely going global, and it's doing really, really well. And we're doing real well here actively in Center City, Philadelphia. And, we're very busy, thriving practice, been here over 10 years now, and definitely people are starting to, find us now because they know the benefits of chiropractic.
And with that, we've just been out of time, Dr. Rubin. Tell our listeners where they can find you in Center City, Philadelphia.
Sure, we're at 1420 Walnut Street. You can Google Dr. Paul Rubin's Chiropractic and Wellness Center, and our website is www.philadelphia-chiropractic.com, and our phone number is 215-972-0307. Just look up, chiropractors in Philadelphia, Dr. Paul Rubin. If you search the web, you'll find us, and see our following there. We've been around for a while, and everything's been going great. We're definitely helping people and getting them out of pain and helping them improve their quality of life.
Wonderful. Hey, thank thank you, Rubin. Dr. Rubin, appreciate you coming on Greenberg News and putting out some good health tips for the holidays. And we are out of time. Hope you enjoyed the program. We'll see you all after the New Year's. Happy New Year's, Merry Christmas to one and all, and a Happy Hanukkah to the Jewish listeners as well. And thank you, Dr. Rubin. And that wraps it up. Take care, everybody. See you all in the new year.